my god, that's good. So they don't want to be associated with this, I don't think. I usually have a scarf. Hold on. Okay. There we go. That way I can't see the logo. It's cute. That's a cute logo. I love Kids School, but you don't need to know what it is. So I'd say go school. Spirit. Welcome to the Wise One channel. I am your host, Lady Caren, and I hope you are doing well. I'm really glad for you to join us. Nobody interacts with the videos that I post anymore. So you get to be the first one in a long time to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell because I put them on randomly. Hi! I don't know who's watching, but hi! Oh my gosh, I have a viewer. So yeah. But yeah, it's been a while since I've been on consistently. So I just got regular coffee. I have no idea what my fiance put in the cup. Not a clue. I just know that it's coffee because it tastes like coffee, it smells like coffee, and works like coffee. So it must be coffee. And now my viewer's gone. For all I know, it was my fiance. So let's do our thing where we figure out what the moon phase is. Where's my book? Is over there. I have a moon phase app. No, not that one. That's Giga's maps. Okay. Update. Download size. Okay, so let's do. It's pretty though. There is no moonrise, but it sets at 11:30. I am confused. 11:03. Damn! Look at how gorgeous this waning Gibson is. Oh my gosh, it's Moon X. They're not associated with this, but oh my gosh, I love the giant. This is the most fun feature. Don't pay attention to that. Don't pause that. Okay, so this is my favorite feature of this app. You can go like this. You got like the date. Oops. See, eat slides. It shows. It's so good. So you can figure out when they'll list the next full moon on the next new moon and full moon on here. It tells you where it is now, and it tells you the age of the moon, the day the moon is in, that it's in Libra. It's got extra features. I don't. If I had the money for it, I'd probably pay for it. I don't know. But I have the money. So that is the moon phase. That's fun and lovely. I'm going to do a 1-card draw today just because I could do it. And I only have the 1 tarot card deck right now. So yeah, two. No, I was just covering up the logo. It's comfy. It is super soft. This is like the softest material. I'm like, so yeah, I've been unmasking my sort of, not actively, but we are using, that smells so good. We're using the Sacred Circle Tarot by Anna Franklin, illustrated by Paul Mason. But I like, it smells like incense. I love the incense. I love magic. I love the way magic smells with incense in there. Yes. Okay. So I shuffled this like a deck of cards. It's probably horrible. This should have a deck. Eventually, I'll probably get more decks, but this is what I've got for so far. I need to work. My crochet after I'm done with this is upstairs. I wish I could like pause live streams. But like nope. It's upstairs. So no. Buddha butt. I would probably because I was going upstairs and do stuff in midwinter. So how was everybody's? Oh, that's Dara. That's next. Or Esau. It depends on how you say it, where you're from. Star, Esau. It's going to blank on the last holiday that we had. Holy crap. Okay. So let's clear our mind, then shuffle the deck. Shuffle the deck to make sure it's around. What do I need to know today? This is one card for Raw. Okay. Imagine if they weren't all like in reverse. Okay, so we have the Sun. None better. 19. Yeah, that is the Sun. Wow, I am less dyslexic than I was before. Okay, so the Sun reversed. 16, 19. 19, yeah. So that's in the minor meter. British tradition. This one runs on British tradition. Major arcane. Yeah. Right there. So. Opened up to the world tree. Come back a couple. 19. Reverse. Not the journey of reverse. The Sun card releases its adversary. Oh. Sheesh. I can read. The Sun card reversed is advising you that your intelligence is not being usefully directed. It may be that you are fantasizing about success rather than doing anything to achieve it. Or muddled thinking has led you to seriously misjudge. The lack of communication leads to problems with legal contracts, marriages, and partnerships. You are feeling very sensitive. You are rushing around and not achieving anything. Slow down and listen to the lesson. In the lizard. You need to look inward, spend some time in meditation, and take note of what is revealed to you. You apply it to your life, a determination about germinating shoot that is brought too soon to the heat of the sun will shrivel and die. Your idea will have better chance of working if you allow them time to gestate and grow instead of thrusting them prematurely into the glaring light of the public gaze. The reverse card sometimes indicates learning difficulties. Either you own your own or your children's own earning, not a lack of intelligence, but a matter of inappropriate teaching methods. That isn't true. Yeah, I homeschool. And the other one, noticing symptoms of autism and ADHD, which is, beautiful. So that just means that they have a deficiency of dopamine. Let's see here, shuffle. So when they can better move with dopamine, they can better learn with dopamine. Today is just an odd day, and that's okay. I'm just gonna go with it and let it tear out. The more you stress on it, the more it stays. And that's true. I've been thinking about certain like money making methods and things like that, and I haven't moved on it as much as I'd like to. And communicating is important. Yeah, meditation, paying attention to what your subconscious is trying to tell you is important for you. I need to get that out more. That's why I did it. I was like, I'm going to get that out more. And yeah. But the sun, when you think about the sun, it warms things up as well as, like I said, it'll kill a plant that is up too soon and fry it and stuff like that. So, you can sunburn versus being heated, and it rotates. And I have been thinking about the sun a lot lately, like those solar calendars, and this calendar is made from the sun. And the way that people have worshipped the sun ancient people have worshipped the sun for so long. I mean, it rises, it's there no matter what. And the whole history of humankind, the sun has always been around, whether or not we see it beyond the clouds in stormy weather. It keeps coming back, even when we have the worst storms and the worst weather. It's always there, no matter what. No matter how long you spend underground, you come back up, the sun eventually rises. So that's something that we depend on. Something that, we gauge our days by, gauge time by sunrise and sunset, just like the moon. It's the other way of gauging. Now that you've stated fiance's that's basically that. So what are we going to do today? I haven't planned today. I was just planning cleaning the basement, that's way better than it's been in a long time. Yeah, February. I was just gonna clean the basement in February, and I was gonna crochet for you because that blanket's almost. Well, it started. I've gotten further on the blanket, but yeah, I'm just. Yeah. So yesterday I tried to take a rest day, which after having like 3 days of like getting things done, which hadn't happened before. I haven't made so much progress in a long time, but learning how I'm supposed to live and that I'm not supposed to live like everybody else has made this big difference. So yeah, I tried to take a rest day yesterday, and it was hard, and I got burnt out trying to take rest. Trying to rest, I got burnt out because I knew a real burnout would come. That would floor me for several days over, and I slept in for a while today. So but trying to get things moving and trying to do things, and the fact that I've accomplished more than I've accomplished in years by the fact that I've maintained and kept going, and that's been amazing. So yesterday was a little rough trying to rest, to force myself to rest. So I was like, I can keep going, but I know that if I keep going, I'll burn myself out and I won't be able to do what I really, really, really want to do. And so, yeah, so I'm thinking I might do a lot of spa day stuff Wednesday. And yeah, with the kids and just work on myself, heal and recover myself, take a, just check on how I'm doing and see what that does. Wow, that is so, in my monitor, it shows that I am just all flushed out with the light. I don't know how it is on the devices you guys use, but it looks the wrong lighting. You have no idea, it's just so wrong. But it's happy light, so yeah. But yeah, so yeah, a lot more cleaning, a lot more stuff done, and nobody forced me to do it, and there's no big doom thing if I don't do it. There's going to be some weird consequence that is going to cripple me or something. Like nobody, yeah. So like, oh, somebody's coming over. I'm just cleaning to clean. Like February is the day that I decided on my own terms that I wanted to clean, this. There is a doomsday where somebody's like inspecting the house insurance wise, because my dad's renting, but in the condition. So I like to clean it up so that it's, the condition of the basement is as it should be. And then I'm also like packing everything up so when we move out, it's easier to just make loads to go, like a moving truck would make things way easier type thing. Just load everything now, moving truck, and everything's all like boxed and ready to go, and just like, oh, let me just take an hour to box up another box over there into another container, things like that. And there's a box of dishes, that kind of thing. So it's just way easier to go and get things done and tote it up. So yeah, we're getting further. Not as far as I would like, but it's getting further. And yeah, so that's the fun part. And then, yeah, and just, like, so it's like Swedish death cleaning for the basement. Well, not yet. I'm boxing it all up, and then it'll be Swedish. I go through each box. I'll take an hour per day, week, whatever. I'll plan that out. I'll schedule that out. Like this box I'm taking on this day, and I'll schedule them out. I'll label all the boxes A, B, A1, A20, B20. It'll look like playing bingo. And then I'm like, I will sort through this box, get rid of anything that we don't need, and repack it and sort it and get it into where it's reduced to, like, so that should anything happen to me when I'm like 150 years old, then, it's, everything's all boxed up and ready to go. We can sell this, we can keep this, we can divide it amongst the mini adults or the adults. I'll be 100 and something, so the adults and the great mini adults and the power will be, or it'll be all ready to go. And be like, so and then I'll like give away stuff that doesn't serve me, and give it away with a story, so it's like heirloom wise. But like, this is the story of this, and then it can take its story. They'll be like, well, I don't need this. Okay, we'll take this cute little story with this pair of shoes and send it to a new person, to then sell it or give it away, or if it doesn't serve you, I don't want you to hold on to my stuff. So here's video record. I don't want you to hold on to it. I want you to have it continue its journey onto where it needs to be. If some other country where kids need shoes, your shoes come with a journey where it's taken so many miles. That I only wore those shoes on Mondays when I went on a walk with my bestest friends, and the adventures we explored. The shoes come with an adventure that we didn't wear that often, but once a week for like so many weeks. They're in pristine condition, and I hope they serve you well. The kind of like, it sounds cute. It's a lovely imaginative idea, fantasy. I don't want it to go into the landfill. I mean, we lived without landfills for so long. We lived without waste for so long. I mean, the shoes, the materials, and the things, and the where life goes for so long. And then, they bring you happiness. The sweater, was, I wore this the day, no, sorry, microphone. Okay. Like, I wore this the day I met my husband of so many years, and may this bring you luck and love or something, like a little cute little story. And have it like, give it away. I mean, your stuff comes with a story, and make quality stuff, even if it's made of cheap quality things. Celeste, we have bets on how long this sucker will last. They'd bring you, good fortune. They'd bring, they come with a blessing. And sometimes, what is that? The coat or something like that. And the mystical coat, where he had a baby blanket, and by the time he was older, it was a long coat, that kind of thing. To blankets. This blanket was from when I was a baby. All my baby clothes in it, and then when I was older, all the clothes that I had. Or this one was made, that kind of thing, like clothing, or by, or this chair was refurbished. This is your dad's favorite chair. and it was refurnished by this lady who wanted to redo, wanted to start her own startup company and her own, recycle program or upcycle program. And she's worked on it for 15 years. Every time it broke or needed restuffing, she was the one to reupholster it so that we would have good memories. And then last Saturday it broke and there's $100,000 in it, and I can't believe we stole a chair. We were gonna sell the chair. That kind of thing. It was like, what? I don't remember the show. I remember there was a sitcom clip. There was a clip on like YouTube where you got rid of Grandpa's chair. That was his favorite chair. How could you get rid of or Grandma's chair? It was nasty. It was like run down. And they had no idea that that's where they were stashing the money because they didn't believe in banks. They were paranoid against banks, so they were stashing cash in there. So that made me think of that. So, yeah, to add flavor and add to rejuvenate items. Like this one, like that story inspired me. The one where it was his favorite blanket, and then it was his tunic or shirt, and then later on, when that became holy, it was, that this magic coat. So it's his coat that he had since he had a baby blanket, and that's the kind of thing where like. That's, my dad's favorite, cute little dress was my dad's favorite shirt or something like some sort of tradition. So that the stuff that comes in leaves out of your house to somebody that needs it, because there are lots and lots of people in need, especially with inflations, and especially because we're smarter. We can evolve by taking a step back and looking at like, oh, I love this bag. It's great. It's from the shirt I wore on my first concert, or, it's redone. It's a carpet bag. This way carpet bags came into fashion and we renewed because we're smarter, and that becomes the most awesome thing in the world. Yeah. And like sustainability. We don't need landfills, or we don't need islands of trash in the Pacific. I've got a water bottle that I have filled up for the last 2 months. It would have been 3 months, but my youngest stole my water bottle that I had been using for a month. I bought it once. I refill it at just times, and that way if I lose it, because I tend to like about and about and I lose it, it's gone. I'm not going to worry about it. It's a disposable thing rather than spending money on just the water bottle to fill up with water. And just, crazy. I just reuse the sucker, and yeah, it's not bad. I don't know. That's just, I can't imagine, donating sounds like fun or something, but, or recycle it within your community. A lot of people do that. They're like, oh, like I'm going to get rid of these clothes, but there's nothing wrong with them. I just, I paid for, to me, it seems ridiculous. I paid $20 this shirt. It's so cheap. I'm like sitting there, $20. I don't pay more than $5 for a shirt, which is going to be difficult with the price inflations. I go to Walmart and I check those ones that have like the $1, $3. I don't pay more than like $5 on the clearance rack, and then I layer up because by the time I'm looking, it's winter, and I'm looking at this summer. What do you call it? Cat type of shirt where it's sleeveless and all that. I just layer up. with the longer shirts. So then in the summer, I'm sitting there looking at the long shirts that fit me, and yeah, it looks good. And then you could like cut and sew and do things, make bags, carpets, pillows, blankets, new fashion. I've got to make doll outfits because we have 101 grand dolls. Oh my god. My job, my youngest, has more dolls than I'm like, trying to picture this child all grown up. Be like, how many kids you got? Be like, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Oh yeah. So buttons. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So crocheting and doing things and reusing and renewing and thinking about making frames out of stuff that we didn't have before. Polymer clay, not polymer clay, but baking soda clay or something. And I'm just making things that we need out of stuff because that's just where it goes. Like I was going to crochet these cute little hearts for Valentine's for class. Get this in. And so that'll be fun because I have this giant cake. So we're going to try that. They're 5-minute things. And my youngest, or not youngest, my school child can try to knit because they're learning to knit. So I'm trying to crochet. So it'll be crocheted for the party. So many kids. You figure out where I put it. I'm like, I have it downstairs, the list of kids and their names. I'm like, oh crap. Where did I put it? She's like, where's the pink sheet? She then say, where's the pink sheet? Because it's got the list of the names for the Valentine. Yeah, no. Fun stuff. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah. But yeah, I like the romantic idea of reusing, reducing, and recycling. I don't know. There's so many fun things that you can recreate and create from scratch, and the kids are learning. Other than a lava lamps, like there's that cute little science experiment. They got chemicals in there that you really can't just buy a lava lamp and all that. I'm like, dude, you have to go out and buy a lava lamp. I was so mad. I was like, I want a lava lamp that I didn't go out and buy, but created on my own. We'll see what happens. We'll make things. We'll make magical things, and then I'll sell magical things. Do you like starter kits? I gotta make one for my eldest. There's one of those witchcraft starter kits. So then I've got to make multiple so that I can sell to afford to pay for the one that I'm giving to my child. And then, enough to supply more to sell and then put that on the page. So yeah. Yeah. We'll create books too out of paper. So I have plenty of paper. What I can do is I can remash it, recycle it, and use it. I've got these these are adorable, okay? These are the ones made out of, what is this? Not this one. Oh, it's pretty. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. This one? Yeah, this one. This one's pretty. This is pretty. So I'm going to cut this once you get the shape. And I can make like these cute little thank you notes. This is made out of wrapping paper. This is so pretty though, this board, this cardstock paper. That's so pretty. I see these books in like one of the mall stores. I don't know if you guys have a Sleeping Tiger where you're at, but I see these books with this paper and these things all made out of like this recycled. That is just absolutely gorgeous. I'm just going to probably put like I like to write the thank you notes because like I've got a few thank you notes to write, and then or for my kids to write, and then for like the holidays and stuff. So those are so cute, and I've got more paper that I'll be making this summer. But yeah. So yeah, I'm making like books of shadow, books of shadows, shadow books for everybody, and for wisdom books, and for mirror books, and all this other stuff that people use. And then I'll put that on the website, and I can get the website going and different things, Some of the stuff that I made at home. Yeah. I would try to think, how would you go about like those? You get the home delivery groceries delivered to your home. How would you go about reusing? Like I would give them back like cloth bags and then return those. Like, do I pay extra for these, like a deposit, and then get the deposit back when I hand it back to the delivery person when the delivery person goes back next for work they drop off? So you don't get the same bag back, but you'd get like you return those bags, those cloth bags, bring those bags, turn those cloth bags, I wonder about that. And thrift stores, like the online thrift stores, I don't know. But yeah, clothing wise, get things by mail. That would be fun. So, I don't know what I'm doing for tomorrow, but I'm definitely getting more consistent. I'm able to carve out rather than a strict routine or whatever, or what do you call it when you regiment or anything? I'm not doing a regiment or a strict routine, but I'm doing a method lifestyle, carving that out more and more. And so getting things clean and organized like I didn't before. I'm telling you, it's different. It's different getting it done. And it feels so foreign. I feel like I'm in a whole nother universe or a whole nother altered reality or a whole nother what do you call it? Yeah, I'm not awake yet. I'm still drinking. I got a bit more coffee to finish. So it's like a dimension, another whole nother dimension. Feels like, like I'm in a flipped or something into a different place where things are going for me. And so the post-traumatic stress or the trauma response that is me is going, this is too good. What are we doing wrong that we don't know we're doing wrong, that we're going to have the consequences for it later? Like it's going really well. So I am taking it, even if it means that my intelligence is not applying. Like, even if I know I need money and I know I need to make money, I know that I haven't done my KDP any more than the one KDP that I have listed. I got to figure out the links so I can put those in the description. So if you want to support me, if I could find a way to put the KDP link for my notebooks that I'm making, just support me. If you want to write a good review to help me, it's cute. I like it. I've got the author's copy upstairs, so I'm going to try to do more of those and get some passive income going so that I can work more on doing tarot readings and other things that I want to do, and settle on just being a priestess. And yeah, magic. Oh my gosh, magic fills me up with such. Oh, it feels so good. It feels too good sometimes, but then it feels good. It feels good to do. I mean, talk about your dopamine, serotonin, carry dopamine, oxycontin. It's like fire up the brain when you're doing magic work, and you find it's such a lifestyle. of being able to that spiritualism, and with just the daily stuff that you need. I mean, not magic, in magic. I mean, all this stuff is around you and what it's for, and how to like navigate. You know, get confused about life. It's not this mystical thing. It's a tangible. This is what you're doing. This is what you're doing. Scientific research proven to what our subconscious does, what our brains do, how our brains react to. And it's amazing. Like the more you read and the more you research and the more you get into it, the more it perpetuates how it feeds itself. Like the more you learn, the more it makes sense to get you to learn more. That makes you get to do more stuff. That gets you to learn more stuff, and it's amazing. Just human. It's not so much like this mystical witchcraft, supernatural, long living thing. It's like, no, this is how the body heals itself. This is the herbs. This is what these herbs and spices and things do. And this is how to make it so that it has an effect on your body that benefits certain conditions that you talk about with your doctor, that help you, and then the mentality, like the placebo. No, it's just this helps it work faster. This is the environment you create, and it's proven when you're in a better environment, a prettier environment, you heal faster and longer. Like doing all this stuff starts to make more and more sense because it's human. It's the way humans are designed to live. I mean, it's what it it's what life does. It's like how humans work. It's like they knew how humans work because they didn't write it down. They just practiced it. And the children were taught from these practices how this works and works more often. And it just keeps going and it keeps getting more real, keeps getting more tangible. It keeps getting more like provable. So the more I work on the craft, it's not just this whoop-de-doo thing. It's like psychologically, philosophically, spiritually, physically, these practices, waking up with intentions, following your intentions, because intentions are only great until like potential, it goes nowhere, and then the potential no longer holds its own potential. It's failure to be potential until you follow through on your intent, and that you check to make sure your intention. You do these cute little checks like ask consent, communicate, do things that these intentions are well received as well as well given. Like you can do the bestest work in all the world, and if your intention is ill, but your work you feel like is good work and it is good received, it clicks in the brain. It has an impact on your very DNA, on your soul, on the creation of who and what you are, where it starts to turn a little rotten. And then it doesn't do so well. I've watched people whose intention, is a little more retaliation, but they're sweet and they'll do good work. Like, oh, this is good. And I watch the consequences and see how it rots. And I see how it deforms and comes back to the person. So it looks like they're like the 3 rule is crap or the 3 rule is good. I watch how it works in your social circles. Sometimes I have watched social circles work. I've watched people who I find out later is good intention, or I find it later is ill intention. And I watch how it resonates. among people and how it comes back. So it's like these waves of stuff. Like you show an assembly of this kind of just works in itself. It kind of vibrates back and forth. It's not just linear. It's this energy or this type of electromagnetics or this type of radiation. This type of embodiment of how we work with each other, how our circles work, and so why it matters to me, why you're helping, is because I watch intentions drive well-meaning stuff, well-meaning acts, well-meaning physical supplies, turn not so well-meaning. So the threefold rule, from what people understand, or the three rule, from what I have heard people talk about, you get back what you send out, is a light fluff of this is what happens with what you do is going to come back to you. But how it comes back to you is interesting based on where you send it out to. What you do with it and what those who are receiving do with it. So it builds, it grows, it resonates. And so your subconscious has probably figured that crap out. Like we can figure out that when somebody says something, that physical item that they're talking about, or that event that they're referring to, or the fact that they're like, oh, you want to treat, like they're gonna pull it away from you. They're not really offering it to you. They're teasing you. They pick up the treat. Like some people, not a lot of the autistics. So like literally, yes, I want a treat, and every time I'm gonna fall for it. But I mean, these neurotypicals learn to pick up on these certain cues on your meaning, the underlying things that you say, and I could find a lot of them, but I'm missing those cues like left and right that I didn't know I was missing. But do I need to? No, my culture is it's so funny. Like, what kind of culture? No, I'm autistic culture. I've learned that instead of trying to do things neurotypical, I do things like this is I don't believe in being dishonest. I don't believe in misleading people. I don't believe on, not being present with you, if I can avoid it. So that's what's going to happen. Is I'm going to be completely honest, whether or not you think that that's rude or not, I'm going to go with the way I know. It's what it is, and you will come to terms with it, because I'm not going to change me. That hurts too much. That hurts me to lie to you. I mean, for you to admit me to a lie, I've tried it. It hurts. It hurts too much. It bothers me too much to say it other than it should be. The way I believe it should be from what I've received, the information that I have gathered. So as far as I'm aware, I put disclaimers in so much stuff. That's all I know of it, and the way I perceive it, and the way that I have an understanding. But yeah, so that's, now that I've talked way too long. And I appreciate if you've ever watched the rest of my videos in the morning, caffeinated, the true content. I have no idea who actually watches this or doesn't. But liking and subscribing and commenting, feel free to comment. I mean, other than promote your video through this paid service that I can't afford to pay. I mean, it's probably more than $3 that I have in my account. So if I have $3 and they're going to say, hey, it's a $15 service, I have no idea. This is hypothetical. Then, my account goes into the negative, and that's not an investment in making my video as awesome as yours. And I appreciate that you're like, hey, this service promotes your videos. I appreciate that, but if it, yeah, well, that's $3. I'm sorry. I'm going to, get medicine with that. If I have to get medicine with the kids, $3 for like the 5-pack. I don't even know. $3 is not going to give me anything more than like $1 got me like 5 years ago. I gotta put up this door. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and you guys have a wonderful day. Love you. Love you. I'll probably put my TikTok down so that you can get more like recipes for food, because that's where I've been putting all my food and my other content. I don't understand the reposting, because I hit a button and it'll say repost and I can't find how to unpost the repost of people's stuff. I don't think it's bad or anything. I wanted to use their filter or whatever. That's just the wrong button. But yeah, I should put down. My TikTok is the Caren that you love. Yes, I am the Caren that you love. And I love you guys. Love you. Love you. Love you. You guys have a good one. Till next we meet.